What is up, guys? Now, today is going to be a huge day. I made it in points. I'm wearing my girlfriend's Yankees hat. But I'm in the points doing like a big APC tournament, like the Grand Championship. So basically, it's the big thing, guys. This one's for a $1,700 World Series of Poker tournament seat. So basically, it's a big deal. There's going to be, I think, over 300 players. I'm in the first flight, so I actually start in a few hours. I'm going to drive. It's about an hour away, so I'm going to drive, grab some breakfast. Just looking at my dogs. They're outside right now, but one of them is. The other one is inside. But anyways, I'm excited, guys, hoping to get some great content out there. I'm going to see how crazy would it be if I went to the World Series of Poker. Anyways, yeah, but look at this. The merch. And comment if you think I should, sell more. But anyways, love you guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and wish me good luck so we run good today. Anyways, peace. All right, guys, what is up? There's a little glimpse of my stack. But yeah, I'm super excited. We're going to start today's hand with the 8-10 offsuit. But yeah, super excited about today. I cannot wait to do well, hopefully. But yep, we're just going to check, and we're going to get a flop of 8-7 ace, rainbow. With middle pair, I'm always going to bet here just to kind of get a feel of the table. And of course, when it comes to me, that's what I do. I bet for 125, and 125 is going to be enough. So hopefully I can run hot today. But yeah, I win the very first hand of the day. All right, guys, so the next hand of the vlog will be the 8-6 offsuit. I love this hand typically because it helps with a lot of straights. You could also get two pair, but with being in the small blind, or actually, sorry, big blind, of course, I'm just going to call. And the flop is actually pretty solid for us. The flop's going to come 6-10-9 rainbow. So I have bottom pair. I have an 8. So, maybe one more gets me a straight draw, possibly. Or actually, sorry, I have a gut shot straight draw, my bad. And then 7 came off. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes, I originally had bottom pair with a gut shot straight draw. We hit our straight. So at this point, I'm going to raise 200. I'm going to bet 200, and I'm going actually to get raised to 600, not re-raised. That means I would have raised first, but yes. So I get a raise to 600, and with this straight, guys, we're not going anywhere. Makes no sense for us to leave by any means. So I think there's a better chance he has, maybe a set, but of course I'm going to call, and of course another 6 comes off. So you would be thinking, well, Goose, if he has a set, there's a full house on the board, and that is true. I think he would go a little bit bigger, though. So that being said, I'm going to call his $600 bet. I'm going to show 8-6. Turns out he had 8-jack. So he ended up winning that hand. I lose in a tough one. All right, guys. So now we have King 8 offsuit. We're playing about 5-handed right now. So King 8 offsuit really isn't bad. I'm going to call for 50, and we're going to have everyone limp in. There was no razors to the pot. So that being said, we're not really looking at any premiums, no pocket pairs. So for me, when an 8 hits, that's enough for me to honestly put in a pretty good bet. I put in a bet of 200. I'm not going to slow play this. I want to go ahead and get it to heads up or possibly take it down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So hitting top pair with a king kicker is always good, and I win that hand. All right, guys, so welcome to the hand of the vlog. Ace Queen suited, diamonds that is. When you have a premium like this, yes, it's a premium, of course, but when you have a premium like this, you're always going to raise it. So I raised 200. The blinds at this point are only 50 and 100, I believe. And I'm going to get one caller, and the flop's going to come, of course, Ace Queen 9. Oh my goodness, we flopped 2 pair. And I'm going to slow play this. Sorry, not slow play this. Now we're just getting to the action. So yes, 2 pair. I'm thinking that I want to put out a small bet. So I put down a $200 bet, and I'm actually going to get raised to 13. So of course I'm going to call. And by the way, this is the player that actually beat me with Jack 8 earlier. So of course I want to get a pot with him. And a 6 comes off. I don't think he was on a flush draw because of how the betting went. I think he's got a pair, possibly an ace, but I have 2 pairs, so I think I have a better ace. So yeah, you saw me. I called $1,000 bet after he raised it, and oh my goodness, another ace comes off. I have a full house. I'm gonna raise 1,000. He's going to re-raise me, putting me almost all in at 5,000. I call, go all in, and I show him I have a boat. Guys, he ended up having ace 9, so boat over boat, but super stoked to win that pot, especially against a guy that beat me. So excited. All right, guys, so I have king jack of hearts, and I'm in the big blind. I'm going to be a little bit sneaky here, though. I think you should be 3-betting this hand, so I should be betting it up to 300. I'm actually just going to limp in from the big blind, so at this point, they can put me on anything. They can put me on 2-7, they can put me on ace 4, offsuit, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I have a really good hand, and the flop's going to end up being 9 queen 6. So we have a gut shot to the straight draw. We have a heart on the board, so we have 3 hearts in our hand, or 2 hearts in our hand, 1 on the board, so 3 hearts. I'm going to raise to 200, and I get a call, so I'm super happy to see that. Maybe he's got a queen. Better chance he's probably got like 6 something, just because of how the action went. I feel like if he had a decent hand, he probably would have raised it pre-flop, and I'm going to be even more happy when a king comes off the board. At this point, I'm only losing to jack 10 for a straight. I'm losing 2 sets, sure, but that's not what happened. I raise 500, and he's going to think about it for a little bit, and he's going to end up finding, ready for it? He's going to end up finding a fold after he thinks about it for a while. So, yes, that 500 bet did good. I end up winning that hand, I believe. And, yeah, I did tell them that I kind of slow played it. You'll see how I pulled up my cards. But, yeah, she thought about it for just a second. They're like, you can't possibly have every hand. Well, no, early on, I definitely ran hot. I show them, I was like, guys, I was not kidding you. So I win that hand. All right, guys, so pocket 9s, oh my goodness. This is my first pocket pair of the night, I think. Maybe my second. But, yeah, super happy about this. So typically when you have a pocket pair, especially on, like, the higher end, like being 8s, 9s, or 10s, you're always going to 3-bet it. At least that's what I think. Action's kind of weird here, though. Before it gets to me, there's actually a 3-bet already to 600. So I'm a little bit worried about this. Am I going against 8s? I have 9s, so there's probably not 9s. Am I going against 8s or 10s or possibly 7s? But I'm going to call $600 raise. And then the guy to my left is going to call. So really weird hand. We have 4 callers for a $600 bet, or 600 coin bet, or whatever currency we use in these poker tournaments. But yeah, kind of crazy. And when the flop comes, ace, jack 10, all spades, I feel awful at this point. Couldn't be worse. There may be a spade in my hand, sure. There's always going to be something better, someone connected better. That actually could be a diamond. I can't really see well from this, but yes, it is a diamond. So not even a good card in my hand. I lose that hand. I end up folding it. All right, guys, so this hand I have ace 9 offsuit, and not a bad hand for, 5-handed, especially when you limp in and get a middle pair. So yeah, I got a pair of 9s, ace high, so I got middle pair. I don't like the 2 diamonds being out there, but that's okay. Maybe some flush draws be out there. And the 10 of hearts comes off. So, yeah, currently there's 3 diamonds. So at this point, any flush draws have already got there. But I can't be too nervous about it. In the moment, I think a check's not bad, or maybe taking calling a small bet's fine. I forget. I don't think I lead off in this moment. I think that checking would probably be the best thing, but of course I don't do that. Of course I'm going to call $400 bet, or actually raise it. So that's what happens. And then the 4 of spades comes off. So at this point, I want to check, and I show my 9. It's not good. He ended up having a king, so I lose that hand. Alright, guys, so if you hear any barking, that is my dogs. But I got 10-9 offsuit, so I'm pretty happy about this hand. And maybe you'll hear my dogs go crazy because they like the 10-9 hand offsuit also. But the flop's going to come jack with 2 8s, so jack 8-8. I have an open-ended straight draw, so maybe even an 8 hitting isn't the worst thing for me as long as the board doesn't pair. I'm going to raise 600 hoping to maybe get someone to come along for the ride. I guess no one had an 8 because action's going to end up folding. So everyone's going to end up folding to this small bet, and I win another hand. All right, guys, so pocket 6s, and, typically, I would love most pocket pairs, but I just feel like they have not been hitting for me. It's been a while since I hit a set. It's been like probably 2 poker videos since I've hit a set. But right now, the blinds are 1 and 200. There's going to be a raise to 600. And, of course, though, with a pocket pair, I'm at least going to see the flop. And, sorry, I got a yawn. Sorry, it's late. I'm trying to get this video out to you. But anyways, yeah. So, no, whenever action comes to me, I'm usually going to call anything that's between the 600 and even 8 to 900 range, especially since I'm in the big blind. So, what's going to happen is they're just going to talk about it. I think someone was in the blender for some sort of reason. I think that the original raise of 600 kind of made him nervous. I don't know why it would. That's not a lot, but, not a lot if you have a pocket pair. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to call $600 raise, and they're going to take it, and the flop is going to come out not too bad for us. It's going to come out 5, 7, 9, so gut shot for the straight draw, but I just can't continue when I face a $1,300 bet. So on this board, you got to be thinking, what is betting this? Is it 7s? Well, that's got me beat. Jacks, queens, kings, all that stuff has me beat. So when they bet 1,300, pretty easy fold for me. So yes, I'm gonna end up folding this hand. All right, guys. So some red kings in this hand. Best hand I've gotten of the vlog as far as like pre-flop. So I love it. I'm going to be going against my buddy Monit's dad in this actual hand. His name is Monish. He is either the owner or like a pretty big contributor to RF Poker. Sorry if you hear that noise. That is my dog in the background. He's freaking out. But I'm not gonna slow play this. I'm gonna raise 1,600. I'm gonna get one caller, and that's gonna be Monit's dad, Monish. So that's gonna be Monish over across from me. And I'm not going to slow play this. If I don't see an ace, I'm definitely going to keep pushing it. And I get a great flop. I get jack 6-2, 2 clubs. We're not going to slow play it, especially since I don't have the king of clubs in my hand. So he's going to give me a $1,200 bet. And I'm going to return with a raise. I go 3,400, and he thinks about it for a second. At this point, aces, queens, and jacks would have called me. I have kings, so I rule that out. I'm putting him on ace-king with one of the king of clubs or ace of clubs in his hand. But he knows he's going to have to let it go, especially since he didn't hit the board. And he's going to put in the fold. So I end up winning this hand. It was a really big hand for me in the moment. It was awesome to get it, and especially for the morale. So I win that hand against Monish. All right, guys. So I wanted to show this hand, ace-king suited, just because I wanted to show you guys how poker really can be sometimes. I'm in the big blind. When I get a hand like this, I really want to get all my money in the middle. I know that ace-king is not a pair. However, late in game, it's pretty solid simply because you know that a lot of people are going to loosen up their range. So the guy in front of me, he thinks about it for a little bit. That's the dealer. He's thinking, and I think he's contemplating an all-in, which if he does, I'm going to be super excited about. But what happened to this point, I actually have won a couple hands doing some all-ins. So I'm not up a bunch, but I'm up a little bit. So you'll see me. I'm going to, agree. I'm going to go all in, which I will cover them. And they give me the all-in card. And I feel really good about my ace-king. I show them. And unfortunately, the way the run-out comes is the board pairs twice. I forget exactly what it was. So yeah, it pairs twice, which means our ace highs end up tying it and we chop the pot. Hi guys, so 5-2 offsuit. You're probably wondering, how in the world do I get into a spot like this? I'm in the big blind again because I'm telling you, I'm in the point where everything is a all-in or it's a fold. I don't have the money to just play in these big pots. The blinds are too big. I'm hovering about probably 10,000, 11,000. It's just not good. Especially when you put in the big blind ante. So big blind ante means you're basically paid the big blind twice. And then the second time goes to the table. I'm just going to call here. I'm actually in the small blind. So the blinds are 2, or they're 4, or they're 2. Sorry. They're like 2-2-1, which means 2,000 big blind ante. But the flop comes 2-3-8. At this point, I hit a pair. I could possibly get a straight, so I'm not going to slow play this. I'm going to put max pressure on the big blind and anyone else left in the hand. I'm going to make them really think I'm repping an 8, maybe like an 8, ace 8 or something like that. So I go all in, and they think about it, and I really am hoping for a fold. Like, I'm hoping for folds all around. At this point, though, they know I have something, and something will beat them. I win. Hi, guys. So you see me go all in, and yes, I go all in with a pair of 8s. So at this point, late in game, honestly, pair of 8s is not really super bad pre-flop. I'm hoping that I bring in all the ace kings, ace queens, ace jacks. I feel really honestly lucky that I got this hand right where I needed it to. Of course, this was an all-in. If you look at it, I probably have about 13,000, maybe slightly more, maybe 14 or 15. So they're going to count it out, and a guy wants to give me some action. So I show my 8s to my friend next to me. He's out of the hand, so no cheating or nothing like that. And they're like, good luck. And honestly, I feel good, so let's see the run out.
Oh, you're in there. Legit. Clarify. Fight.
You know I'm gonna ask that, because if you ask me, I'm saying yes right away. Right away. No hesitation.
No. You rivered open. You're starting your stack. You know what? 600%.
All right. I'm still alive, guys. So that's the end of day 1. It's 4 o'clock. So I've been playing for 4 hours. Blinds are at 1 and 2. I have a $25,000 chip stack. So I'm probably sitting somewhere in the middle. 25,000 is not bad, but realistically, because of the antes, it's like 5 big blinds. 1 and 2 with no antes, it's like a little bit more than 10. So it's not bad. But so many crazy hands. The good news is this. I've played very disciplined. I have made a couple hero calls. I made one bad call. But other than that, I've been bluffing at the right times, calling at the right times. I've been playing pretty good. Made some really good hands. Had some sick rivers, some good rivers for me. But I can't be mad. I'm very happy with how I've been playing. I just hope that I can keep running it. But here's my receipt. I'll be back tomorrow at noon. And I'm excited to keep playing some poker. There'll be about 100-something people left probably. I got a shot, guys. Want that World Series of Poker seat. So that way I can take the Gains with Goose team to the big leagues. But I love you guys. If you're still watching for this epic movie, please like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back, I guess for you guys like 5 seconds, for me like 24 hours, but I'll see you in a sec. All right, guys, day 2. I looked at all the rankings. I'm somewhere in the middle. I could last 5 minutes. I could last a couple hours. I could win the whole thing. I don't know. But the game plan when you are in the middle is to not sit around and play min raising, calling, or even 3-betting. For me, it's a shove or a fold. It's a shove or a fold. I got about 5 big blinds with the antes. If we just had big blinds, I'd have a little bit more than 10. So I'd be fine. But with the whole antes being part of it, it's really like 25,000 is not a lot because your big blinds are betting like 4,000. So anyways, I'm excited. I'm going to have some fun. Hopefully can absorb a small stack early or can double up very early. But I'll film it. You'll see it. I love you guys. Wish me luck. And who knows, hopefully in a few hours we have a World Series of Poker ticket to go play. But I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys. So King Queen offsuit in the small blind. To me, with the blinds where they're at, how crazy it is, this is a no-brainer. You have to think the blinds are 4, 2, and 2, which means realistically, 5, they are like 5, 2.5, and then 5, so really 10,000 to play. So I go all in. I feel really good because as long as they don't have an ace, I have 2 overs to about anything. Well, unfortunately for me, I get a snap call, and the guy to my left shows what he's got. I'm nervous, or she counts it out. He says I'm going to have to call, and he has jacks, so let's see a run out. Nice hand. So yeah, sorry I couldn't show the rest of the hand. I got nervous. I lost a big one. What you see in front of me is all I have left. Honestly, I got really lucky though. Suited King's not bad. Now, it'd take a miracle to get a flush, sure, but you never know. So I go all in with one face card, and the flop when she puts it out is nothing significant. I didn't edit it just because it wasn't very much. I ended up getting like a pair of 3s. Well, dude to my left ended up having pocket 6s, and he ended up winning. She's going to run it out. The way that these tournaments work is no one's going to bet at it. They want to eliminate a player, which is totally understandable. I would do the same thing. She's going to throw the turn out there, which does not improve me, and then the river, which really doesn't improve me. And then when everyone shows, I proudly show my pair of 3s, and it is definitely not enough. So I end up losing this tournament. Well, it's been literally about 12 minutes, and I'm out. So I'll tell you what happened. You'll see it on the vlog, or you probably already saw it. You know, it's second day, not a huge stack. I've got to double up, and I get King Queen on the button. So King Queen on the button, and it's offsuit, sure. Everyone's folded. And I go all in. So I've got one guy, or 2 guys. The big button folds, so I feel great. The second guy, the small button, or the small blind folds, big blind calls. He had jacks. So it is what it is. He got 2 really good hands back to back. He got 4s, and then he got jacks. This time he called with jacks. Guys, it's poker. It came down to a flip. I wasn't dead either. It wasn't like it was aces over king queen. I had exactly what I wanted. I had a flip. It is what it is. At the end of the day, can't be mad. You know, I'm happy with how I played. You know, do I wish I won? Yeah, but overall, for my first one, not bad at all. So anyways, I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I don't know. I got to get more into these things. Tournament is very, very tough, but I had a lot of fun. That's all that matters. So anyways, I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next video.